Tiah, and hello.
Hello.
We're in your office at the University of Adelaide.
Yes.
So you're studying paleontology?
Yep.
PhD?
Yes, in my second year of my PhD.
Second year of PhD. So back in time we go. How did you get here? And I don't just mean you got the key, you opened the door, you came in. How did you get to the place where you were given a key to be able to come into a university and study paleontology? Were there signs?
When I was little, my parents used to take me up to the Flinders and we used to go fossicking up there in Bratchner Gorge and all through the Murray and go up there and look at the echinoderms and the fossils in the Murray Cliffs. So we used to do that and I used to just absolutely love it. And I'm talking from the age of about 5. That's what I did.
So what had got them to do? Was that something they were interested in, and they just said, "Well, we're taking you with us," or?
Not really. They just, they just saw it in a book and they went, "Oh, okay,
What's going to
let's go have a look. We've got a free weekend. Let's go do it."
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And so from there, you're exposed to this stuff. You're exposed to that, and I guess what happens when you're fossicking. And it's the same as when you're looking for fossils as a grown-up, as a kid. You're looking for things, you're getting your eye in, you're learning. So even as a 5-year-old, you're learning those skills.
Yeah. So I was very fortunate that I got the opportunity to actually go and do that kind of stuff as a 5-year-old.
Yeah. So, but obviously something persisted in that.
Yeah, I went to the fossil week that the university and the museum used to have at Naracoorte, and I actually got to meet Dr. Liz Reed when I was about 8. And I did all the sifting through sand and running through the caves and all that kind of stuff. And I just decided, do you know what? I'm going to be a paleontologist, because I knew what paleontologist meant then. I'm going to be a paleontologist. I'm going to go to the University of Adelaide. And I'm going to work with Dr. Liz Reed in Naracoorte Caves.
And spookily enough, you're at Adelaide University studying with Liz Reed and spend time at the Naracoorte Caves.
Yeah.
Which is quite fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite a fantastic story that you're this kid that wanted to do this thing when you grow up, and you grew up, well, you decide. And now you do the thing.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about the work that you're doing. And obviously when you're doing a PhD, you can't tell us everything about it until it's published, but what are some things you can tell us?
So I work on a different range of caves. So I work at about 3 caves and I look at the fauna that are in the caves. So I'm doing a dig in one of the caves, which is the first paleontological dig to ever happen in this cave, which is really cool. And from this we're getting to see what the fauna would like during this time. And I also use isotopes, so things that make our bones from teeth, and I tell what the climate and what those things were eating through time.
And so that helps to give us a broader picture, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Of just seeing a few bones in an animal. So those isotopes help you understand sort of some of the other bits and pieces. So do you find, like with the caves, and again without giving away too much from the PhD, I'm guessing they're different time periods or slightly different
we don't know
time zones, or we're working that out?
Yeah, we're working that out. So 2 of them we do know the rough estimates, and they are different periods of time. They follow each other, but they are different. And the third one, we're just learning what the ages are now.
And I guess the really cool thing is that gives you a few snapshots over a period of time, because often a fossil site is, well, it's 515 million years old. You go to Emu Bay and Kangaroo Island, love it. But it's like, yeah, they're all kind of around about the same time, but this might tell us some interesting things about changing climates and stuff, yeah?
Yeah, it's really interesting. We also can see what the animals were eating, which they could be eating different things, they could be living in different habitats now, and we know that. We can look at that and how they've changed through time.
So the understanding of changing climates and ecosystems and stuff through looking at them through different caves. Fantastic. That sounds, I can't wait to read it. Hurry up. Okay, so you're now here at the University of Adelaide. I want to talk about one of the reasons why we've been doing these interviews, and that's because Mary Anning's 221st birthday is on the 21st of May. So was she a part of your story as a kid? Did you know who she was?
No, I didn't know who she was until the last couple of years actually. So I actually had no idea who she was. You could have said this person did paleontology back 200 years ago, and I would have been like, oh, okay.
But if I'd said Isaac Newton,
I would have known exactly who it was.
you'd have said, you and calculus! Oh! But yes,
Yeah.
you'd have exactly known. Okay, so you didn't know who she was as a kid growing up, even though, interesting, she's a foundational person within paleontology, as we know. So when did you hear about her story, and what did you think on hearing the story?
So I heard about it just, in passing, talking to other people that were interested in what I did during courses, and it was really interesting to find out that she had fairly much no education, and she's made some of the greatest discoveries in paleontology, especially for the Jurassic period. That's really inspiring. So I cannot imagine what she would have had to go through to actually be recognised.
Yeah, and we know that there was some at the time, but there was a lot that she wasn't able to do. And there was a lot of recognition that she didn't get. And there were a lot of men that wrote up scientific papers based on the things that she had discovered and prepped.
Yes.
Because she didn't just go, oh look, there's a thing. It's the detailed prep work that she did and the techniques that she used, we use now.
Yeah.
So now that you're a second year PhD and you've got a sense of paleontology more broadly and you've got a sense of her story, where do you see she sits in terms of as a person of science, as a woman of influence and stuff? What do you think her, I suppose legacy is the word. What do you think?
Well, I just think that she should be known by everyone. She should be taught way back in primary school. People learn about geology and paleontology in primary school. It might be an hour, but why wouldn't she come up? She's been there for hundreds and hundreds of years, and her discoveries are still used in museums, are still on display, and she should be at the forefront of the learning of paleontology.
You're not going to get an argument with me on that. Thank you so much for sharing a bit of your story, and for your wonderful words about Mary Anning, and happy birthday, Mary Anning.
Happy birthday!